indefinitesimal. I may be able to see more. Let me slip into a deeper trance.
It's 11:30. Be careful and stay awake.
Hello, welcome back to another Redsec video. I thought I would do another video talking about Redsec because I've played it for a little while now. I think this is like my fourth win. I've had a good handful of second places and third places, but I guess I just wanted to give my overall thoughts and feedback to the game. And I can honestly say I've not been blown away by it. Like it's good, but for me it just sits as good. And I think that's, unless they make, any changes to it or add some different modes or, or kind of add any more content to it, it could change my opinion, because this is only just released, and they have a future with this battle royale. If you look online on YouTube, I think a lot of streamers are playing it, and I think it's getting some good vibes and some good feedback. But for me, it's not really hit that mark for me. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like when it comes to battle royales, it's kind of still following in the footsteps of Warzone to a certain degree, and it has its differences, but the foundation of a free-to-play battle royale like Warzone, also loadouts like Warzone, also they have battle pass like Warzone, cosmetics like Warzone, kill streaks like Warzone. The only difference is you get weapon upgrades in the boxes, you get tanks, and obviously it's a whole load of different weaponry altogether. Plus a new engine, it is a new game, but the premise is still there. And I'm kind of wanting battle royales to get away from the Warzone way of doing battle royales. And I really think the only reason Battlefield are going down the same route as how Warzone did is because, like every other business, they want to make money. And the problem is with this is I just don't think you get a really decent experience. And I've also had my ups and downs with this game, especially with its audio. Now, this game you see me playing I played just early today, and I have to admit, the audio sounded better. I feel like they've changed something. In previous games, the fire effect around the map that's drawing in was always too loud in my audio, despite how far away I was or close to it. And that seems to have improved, whether they've managed to change something. But I feel with a free-to-play battle royales, they don't seem to kind of hit the nail on the head. Because Warzone also had its audio problems, inconsistencies when it comes to footstep audio. You can hear yours and your teammates' footsteps way too much, whereas on occasion there'll be an enemy nearby and you won't even hear them coming, and then you're rinsed and you're dead. I don't seem to get what the problem is when it comes to free-to-play battle royales. I was hoping Battlefield might, make a difference and make a change, but they seem to have the same things that frustrate me, like they did in Warzone. And it's been done already. I kind of feel like the way Warzone was done, with its collecting a loadout, opening crates, you're grinding weapons in the multiplayer to get them leveled up for the battle royale. I kind of feel like I've spent the last 5 years doing that, and I don't want to spend the next however many years playing this, feel like I'm doing the exact same thing. I was really hoping that this battle royale would bring something different to the table. And although it's a different game and the graphics are better in my opinion, it's still the same concept. And I was hoping for something different. For me, you know, a battle royale is like PUBG or Blackout. You know, everyone lands equally with nothing. Everyone scavenges and finds weaponry and attachments and loots and puts them on their guns. And then everyone just does the best they can. There's no loadouts. There's no metas. There's no anything. There's no kill streaks or UAVs. It's just people with guns finding what they can and making it to the end. And I feel like for the battle royale genre, with the way Warzone and now Battlefield have gone, that kind of battle royale style is lost. And I think the old style of battle royale is what makes a battle royale epic, not who's got their loadout first, or you know, it's just been disappointing. And this is just my own personal opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Everyone's entitled to love and hate a game. And for me, again, this is what makes this game just good for me. I could play Battlefield multiplayer all day, every day, Conquest. Now I never get bored of them. I find them fun. But I do like a good battle royale. And again, I'm still sat thinking I would like to have a different battle royale from Warzone that I've just been playing for the last 5 years. I don't want it to be the same concept. I'd loved it to be completely different. So hear me out here. So with the Battlefield Battle Royale, they could have left the loadouts out. They didn't need to add loadouts. I don't really mind about tanks, because as long as you've got something to blow up a tank, tanks aren't meta. Yes, it's the look of the draw whether you find a rocket launcher or C4, whatever you need. But at the end of the day, they've not made the tanks meta, which is nice to see. I'm sure some people may have got frustrated about it and having tanks in it, but it doesn't really bother me. But they could have done this battle royale without the concept of a loadout altogether. And hear me out, because at the end of the day, you know, you land your loot in. Depending what you're using, if it's an assault, a support, an engineer, you find an orange box that connects the weapon to your class. Like support is LMGs, engineers are SMGs, assault classes, assault rifles. So when you open an orange box, you'd have a weapon that's defined to your class, but also there'll be a weapon upgrade so you can put some attachments on your guns. Now I feel that could have been the way that this battle royale could have gone. It all focused on what weapons you found in boxes and what upgrades you found, because upgraded guns are just as good as loadout guns. Some people don't even worry about the loadout when they've upgraded their guns. So why didn't Battlefield just focus on that element as a battle royale game? Why did it have to add the loadouts in as well? And I think the bottom line is Battlefield, with their battle royale, just want to do what Warzone did with theirs and focus on making money. They're a company, they're an industry like any other industry and company in the world, and they want to make money. And that's the bottom line. And I think because everyone has this mindset of, right, want to do a free-to-play battle royale, want everyone to play it, and want everyone to spend their money, how can we do it? And they're just copying what Warzone did because they know there's probably no other way of doing that. And I think it's just a shame, personally. For me anyway, I would like to see a different type of battle royale come to the table. And this battle royale just has a lot going for it. I do love the map, all the areas you get to see, all the areas I've visited. The map is beautiful looking, graphics are really good. There's plenty of building, plenty of different play dynamics around the map. Graphics are really good. I do like the redeploys when you have to get your teammate back. You have to start the machine and it makes that really loud noise that draws people to your attention. The same when you try and unlock a tank out of its a locked container. There's a lot of audio cues that really give enemies the heads up, and I do like that element of the game. It makes it exciting. You know, when you start a redeploy machine, are you going to get your friend back or is someone going to rock up on you? This is a redeploy machine, as you can see me just approaching one. I think these are good concepts, and these are different elements from Warzone. But for me, it's just not enough. And like I say, this is just my opinion, and I feel like for me, it's made me play Arc Raiders a lot more, because at least with Arc Raiders, it's something totally brand new. It's something fresh to the table. It's something exciting. And I don't want to feel like I'm just playing another battle royale that's very similar to the last battle royale I've just played. It's just been disappointing for me anyway. Not everyone's going to have this feeling. Everyone's going to be like, well, this is just a better version. This is better than Warzone. But again, like Warzone, I've had issues. I've had audio issues. The audio is just really not up to scratch. I've had players rock up on me and I did not hear a sound. I just feel like with free-to-play battle royales, they can never seem to get it right. If we wind back to Blackout, Blackout was never a free battle royale. Blackout was a game that you had to buy. But Blackout was a absolutely solid battle royale. But the biggest thing about Blackout is with the audio was bang on. It really was. I don't think I ever had any one of my friends who played Blackout complain about the audio. Actually, they had very little to complain about at all. It was a quality, solid battle royale. The difference is it wasn't a free to play. You had to buy the Call of Duty game at full price to get it. But the good thing is that kind of kept cheaters away. And I think there was a quality in that game that they just can't seem to nail in free to play battle royales. Or is it just me? Am I just talking nonsense? And put in the comments below. I don't care. You stupid shit. We don't want to talk about whatever. I just don't feel like they can quite hit the mark. What's the difference between a full to pay battle royale to a free one? Why are they not putting the same amount of resources into a free one because it's free to play and they've not yet made the money? I don't know. They just don't seem to hit the nail on the head. And it's one of the reasons why I've enjoyed Arc Raiders more, because the Arc Raiders audio is absolutely sublime. Like the world audio, the robots that you have to fight, the audio, but I can pinpoint really accurately where players are and where they're coming from. But I've spent 5 years on Warzone with awful audio, and now it feels like there's a repeat in history when it comes to this Battlefield Battle Royale. Now, don't get me wrong, they've just done something to it that's made the audio a bit better. They must have made a change, because I noticed a difference. But I was playing a minute ago, and a player rocked up on me, and I literally heard nothing, and then he killed me. And it kind of just makes me frustrated. It makes me frustrated with the game altogether, because I don't want to be at disadvantages because of the crappy audio. I don't mind being a bad player. I don't mind fluffing up shots, and I don't mind losing to somebody who I should have killed and I didn't kill and they killed me. That's fine. But I don't like losing a game when it comes to something that's out of my control, and that's how the game's made. Now, I don't want to speak too soon because this game has just launched. It's still quite early on. We're still only on duos and quads. Hopefully soon you're going to have solos and trios join. And I'm quite. Look how I glitched through the floor. Then I literally fell through the building. That's a good demonstration now that this game has got glitches in, because I literally just fell through the floor. Feel free to rewind that a few seconds and see, but I literally just sunk through the floor. But yeah, when solos comes along, when trios comes along, I'm really going to try. I am going to try solos. I did like solos in Warzone. I am going to try and like it here, but I just feel like I'm in a place of frustration. I would really like to see a totally, completely fresh battle royale come along that's not just copying the premise and the simpler idea of the one before. At the end of the day, Fortnite started the Fortnite started the battle royale trend, and once they started making as much money as they have, other companies want a piece of that pie, the battle royale pie. Now, to me, Blackout will always be up there as my favourite battle royale. The whole lifestyle of it was fantastic. It lasted. I think I played it from start to finish, all the way till then Warzone came along, and I was actually quite disappointed that we had to leave Blackout, and I had to leave Blackout because all my friends were moving on to Warzone once it got announced and once it released. So I knew there weren't going to be many people I was going to be able to play with. But it was such a quality battle royale, and it really was a shame. And I feel like Call of Duty hit the nail on the head, and then they went to Warzone and totally messed it up, because the 5 years of Warzone went from bad to worse, and I don't think they ever really managed to nail their audio at all. There were still lots of times when I didn't hear players when I should have done. I just think Warzone was quite a disappointment. I really want to keep my fingers crossed that Battlefield don't follow suit, that they learn from their mistakes and they listen to their community and their feedback that they get. I really do, and I'd like to see some exciting stuff come to this battle royale. I'd love to see limited time modes, some fun modes come. Weather dynamics, nighttime, anything they can think of. Snipers and knives only, something crazy. I'd like to see some fun come to this game. We don't know the future of what they're bringing to this. I'm hoping it's not just, here's a battle royale free to play. We're just now going to sit back and really hope that people buy the battle passes, spend money in the store, and the money comes flying in, and we'll do what Warzone did and hardly change it or do anything. I'm really hope that's not going to be the case, because that was really the disappointing thing about Warzone, is the lack of content. You were just stuck on the same map and the same content for ages before they changed anything. And one thing I hated about Warzone as well is that they always took either duos out or trios out or even solos, because they put it into ranked. So you couldn't play with your friends, whoever was online. It was always uneven. I know currently that they haven't put trios and solos into this, and I'm hoping when they do, that you're always going to be able to access solos, duos, trios, and quads. Because I hate it when you're playing a duo and then your other mate comes on, and then you've got to play quads to fit him in, but you can't play trios because it's not activated yet, and then you've got to have a random player who doesn't communicate, does what they want, and messes the whole game up. It just makes it frustrating. Warzone did that for years. It really, really irritated me and my friends. So I'm really hoping that Battlefield doesn't do the same. I would like this to become successful. I really would. And, I am going to give it a good go, because I am a Battlefield fan. I was excited to hear that they were doing a Battle Royale. And I love the franchise, and I really want them to be successful. Am I disappointed that they've kind of followed a similar route to Warzone? Yes. I didn't want to see loadouts. I didn't want to see kill streaks. Again, there's UAVs, there's precision strikes, there's cluster strikes, like Warzone. I didn't want to see all that. I wanted to see something different. I was fed up of Warzone of constantly being on UAVs. And yes, Battlefield UAVs don't seem to be as strong as Warzone UAVs, but hey, it's still a UAV. Someone still gets a free chance to find and see where you are, and that's not really what I enjoy about Battle Royale. It's a look of the draw of who sees who first or who hears who first, not who can pop a UAV and get the advantage over everyone else. To me, that's not a Battle Royale, but it is what it is. So yes, I'm disappointed, but I really want to give this Battle Royale a chance. I'm really hoping Battlefield don't let us down. I'm really hoping they have really good future content and ideas for this Battle Royale. I'm not too fussed about tanks. It brings an exciting dynamic. They're not overpowered. I've destroyed loads of them, and I've been destroyed myself. I think I've only got one win where I used a tank to the end. 9 out of 10, I've lost my tank, so someone's destroyed it, or it's just not worth. I've not been able to get it to the end. So, yeah, I feel like I've had my say. I must admit, when it comes to Redsec and Arc Raiders, I am more excited about Arc Raiders and have enjoyed it more, only because it's it's a completely new game. It's nothing I've played before when it comes to how the game is for the robots and you know, the maps and all the just how the game is. It's something brand new, and I'm really enjoying it. The reason I'm enjoying it more than Redsec is because Redsec is too familiar to Warzone. So I am still planning to play both, and I'm trying to play both equally. I am leaning to more Arc Raiders a little bit more because it is something new and fresh. But again, I played Redsec today, and I've got this win that you're watching now. And yes, it was fun. It was fun to be with my friends and play. I'm not giving up on it just yet. Did I fall through the map again? Ready, watch. Yeah, look, see? I wasn't even near that hole and I fell through the map. That's 2 glitches in one game. So it goes to show you that there are still issues with this game. But yeah, that's my kind of, not my rant over with. I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining about the game. It's just more sharing my own frustrations, and whether you agree or not, I don't know. I want to enjoy this game. At the moment, I'm probably sat at about 75%, where Arc Raiders, I'm sat at 100%. I literally just love the game. I'm hoping Battlefield run me over. I'm really hoping Battlefield put some exciting content and bring some exciting stuff to make this Battle Royale more interesting. But like I say, it's just sitting as good. I'm enjoying it, it's good, but it's not blowing me away. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Please comment and give me your own feedback, how you feel about it. You can be telling me to shut up if you want and don't agree with me. That is totally fine. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and you'll see me get the win now at the end, 2v1, and I managed to clean up. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh. Yes, youngster! Get in! Get in!
I may be able to see more. Let me slip into a deeper trance.